What my parents do is more influential to me than I think they realize.
When I wake up in the morning and go downstairs, the first thing I see is my mom sitting in the living room and praying her Ignatian meditation of the day. It might not really seem like that big of a deal, and I'm half awake whenever I see her, but it's a great way for me to be able to see her learning about her faith.
My parents have always been really open to faith and having discussions about our faith. And one of the discussions that they have a lot of times is about religious vocations. My parents have always teasingly said, I can be whatever I want as long as I have a religious vocation. I can pick whatever order I want to be in.
It's a normal thing in my house to have conversations about my prayer life.
And one of the big parts about my faith life is that I'm fully able to share it with them.
It's as simple as, hey Alex, are you saying your nighttime prayers?
My parents have always encouraged going to the sacraments. We go to reconciliation as a family at least once a month.
Every night we try to set aside a time to pray a decade of the rosary together.
We always try to go to Mass together. And while we have a big family, it's kind of tricky, but it's always something that's really been important.
When I was growing up, I didn't understand why my parents would do some of the things that they would do, why they wouldn't let me do some things and why they would let me do others. But as I grew up, I realized that every decision that they made was willed towards my good.
I definitely attribute most of my faith in God to my parents, who just sparked that relationship by doing what they do best.
The very first relationships I shared were the relationships I shared with my family and with my parents. I learned how to be a faithful daughter through their examples. And I got to apply that same aspect to the relationship I share with God the Father and with my mother Mary.
And because of their strong faith, I was able to share in that and have a strong faith as well.
I want to extend my gratitude to my parents and to all the parents of the St. James community. When you said yes to parenthood, you said yes to evangelization, and to bringing God into the lives of the next generation of Catholics. For that, I'm extremely grateful. You teach us how to live lives that are dedicated to the faith. You teach us to desire totus tuus, to desire to give ourselves completely to God through Mary, and in that, be fully alive.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Keep up the good work. God bless.